Reality has hit me, and I wanted to talk about what this next 6 months is really going to look like. I've started panicking recently about the 6 month time frame to completely uproot and move cross country to California. It's already December 9th, and the time is flying by so quickly. I'm not sure that we can get it done. And we have some traveling that we're doing this coming weekend. And in the beginning of the year, January, we're traveling to the Bay Area of California to actually visit family and to scope out areas we are thinking about moving to. And it's just, I feel like there's not enough time. There's not enough time to declutter an entire 1,700 square foot home. We only have weekends to get this done. What we've already done is we've gone through some kitchen cabinets and kind of decluttered, gotten rid of old containers, old thermoses, things like that that are just sitting in the cabinets. We've gone down into the basement. We have decluttered and gone through the majority of things that we're going to toss and not bring with us. We've created a pile, and each week we're throwing a lot of that into the trash to get rid of it. We will end up getting a dumpster to get rid of the big things all at once. That way it'll be a big dump just after we've decluttered everything else and piled all the big stuff in one spot. I have also this past weekend cleaned, patched, and painted the guest bath because my brother-in-law is coming after Christmas to stay with us, and that bathroom, it's embarrassing. So I just had to make it look presentable, and I still need to paint the grout in the guest bath. And then that room will be done. We are considering having the tub replaced because there's a big gouge in it. I did try patching the gouge, but the patch didn't stick. It ended up peeling up, so it's not a permanent fix. And so it's, do I want to try again with another product that doesn't work, or do we just replace the tub so we don't have to worry about it? Um, a big area that I am dreading tackling is my closet. My closet, I knocked down a wall for more room, and I just threw so much in there. So now I have to go through my clothes, and I have to go through all my shoes and all the stuff from years and years ago that I saved and moved that I just need to go through. And a lot of that is emotional, which is why it's I think a really big weight on me and why I've been avoiding it. I also have things under my bed in bins that I have to go through and get rid of. We'll have the contractor do a lot of the big things, so we don't have to worry about that. I just have to dedicate myself to declutter something weekly, no matter how big, how small, a sock drawer, it doesn't matter. I have to declutter something every week. That's the only way I'm going to get through this. We had the realtor walk through and make suggestions on things that we should do to the home before we put it on the market. And so we have the name of a contractor, and we are going to reach out to him and set up an appointment, kind of get an estimate for all the projects that we are going to have done before we list the house. I'm stressing about the money. I'm always stressing about money. But we are putting money aside already, before we even reach out to the contractor to set money aside for the renovations. Um, I'm going to do what I can because I used to be married to a contractor, so I do have some skills. I can paint, I can patch holes, which is what I already did in the guest bath. The majority of that does fall on me. And I'm taking it on myself. I'm putting the pressure on myself because I want to save money. It is me saying, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. And the lists for things that I can do is getting longer and longer and longer. So that is definitely something I'm putting on my own shoulders. So the actual move itself is not stressful to me right now. The preparation and the short time frame of 6 months is what I'm feeling the pressure and stress about. I'm not sure I am ready to deal with the emotional part of moving, of all the potential fears that my mind will find if I open the box in my brain that contains the thoughts of the actual move. I've been skirting around the box in my brain, trying not to open it because I really just need to focus on preparing the home. There are too many steps in this process for me to open the emotional box of moving. So I have not been thinking about it at all. I've really just been focusing on the checklist of to-dos, and the time frame and scheduling of everything, just creating the plan for the move. That is what my focus has been on. But if I am to think about the emotional part of it, I think I probably would just curl up in a ball and stay in my bed because I've been a homebody for at least 5 years. And what I will be moving to is completely not a homebody. I do want to reinvent myself. I do want to be social. I enjoy being social, but at the same time, it's exhausting. I am an empath and I feel other people's energies and I absorb other people's energies, and it it makes me tired. It makes like I need to rest for 2 days after being out in the wilds of the world. And I think especially after COVID, the world changed. The energy of the world changed and I don't like it. I don't like the energy out there. At least here, in North Carolina. I don't like the energy that is out there. It makes me uncomfortable. And I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I protect my peace by staying in my home, in my happy bubble with my husband and our cats. But it has been 5 years, and I really hope that the Bay Area of California has a better energy. I mean, it's important to live someplace that you love, that you kind of vibe with the energy of the area. And I guess January, when we go visit, I will get a taste of that energy, and we'll see. We'll see if it clicks or not. I know not many of you will all of a sudden wake up one day and have an opportunity to move cross country and reinvent yourself. But what I do know is that I was miserable for a long time. My first reinvention was in 2018. I had gotten a divorce. I realized I hated where I lived, and Massachusetts was not the place for me anymore. And I chose to move to North Carolina by myself to start my life over and to figure out who I was. And I know there's a lot of other women who are in that same space. You're unhappy with your life and you're like, you want something else, but you don't know how to do it, or you're just too tired to do it. And so this is my second chance at reinvention. Obviously, my first chance it was not a failure, because while being in North Carolina for 7 years, I got to know myself. And it was the first time in my life that I got to know myself. So it was an important journey for me to take. And now that I know myself and that I'm in a good place and I have my wonderful husband whom I love and adore, and I'm happy. I really am very happy. So now I would like my life to reflect my happy. And I would like to share my happy with the world. And I wanted to share this journey because for those of you who are absolutely miserable in your life with where you are, I hope that seeing my journey and my process will maybe motivate you to change something in your life to find your happy. Because, honey, you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. Even though I am scared, even though I am overwhelmed and unsure that this is the right move, I'm doing it anyways because I believe in the possibility and that you don't know unless you try. And this is the perfect example. I've had comments in my video where I announced that we're moving for people to say, don't sell my house in North Carolina because I could be back here in 5 years. But I won't know unless I do it, unless I take this leap of faith. I want to take you all on this journey with me. It could be a flop, but it could be a success. And I am willing to take that chance. This is a really big gamble. And the odds, hopefully, are in my favor. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have an amazing week.